What is good, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the We Sportin' Podcast. And this is the Washington Boys, episode number 5. And
Featuring a Titans fan that knows nothing about defense.
yeah, we brought Dylan on today. I don't know why. He's more of the poverty guy. Do we have to bring him in? This channel
Last time you guys won a playoff game. Shut up.
be relevant, buddy.
Call me a
Anyways,
poverty. Come on, buddy.
and so today we brought Dylan on here. So we're gonna be doing, guys, top 10 Washington players between me and Chris. It should be fun. Hopefully Chris doesn't say nobody stupid. He said Troy Ape needs to be the guy that needs to improve next year. I mean, what a bum. He said that.
He's the one that said he wanted Troy Apke to be a starter. Man, I just love that speed. Hey, everybody go back to episode, what was that? Episode 4?
Yeah.
Everybody go to episode 4 and go look at what Nico said about Troy Apke, bro. Literally delusional.
Yeah, fat. Okay, whatever. So today we're going to do our top 10 favorite players. As last time we did our top 5 players that need to improve. These are our top 5 favorite players on Washington. I'm going to go first. Chris will go second. Dylan is just here to be here. Yeah, we have to.
Knows this guy, bro.
Yeah, nobody over here. Anyways, so number 10, I have Cameron Curl. Cameron Curl to me is my 10th, favorite. He's really good. He came off last season at the end of the year, and he played absolutely really good. I mean, he got a lot of interceptions last year too. Was a real big, key part in the good game that we had against Tampa Bay. He played pretty good, I'd say so myself. And at the end of the year, he got a lot of picks. He got 2 pick sixes, a pick six. Got a lot of interceptions at the end of the year. He was a steal in the 6th round, 7th round that we drafted him in. He was absolute steal for me.
Yeah.
So that.
All right, number 10, I gotta go. Kendall Fuller. Kendall Fuller, bro. I think he's a good outside corner. I think he's more elite in the slot. Hopefully the guy we drafted this year can become a number 2 corner, so we can move Kendall back in the slot, so we can get that elite play that we have from when he first started off as like a first-year rookie, and then when he was a second-year guy in the slot. So I gotta put Kendall Fuller at 2. He's our second best corner on the team right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So Dylan, what are your thoughts on these last 2 picks right here?
No, for real. I love Cameron Curl because it's like the underdog story. He was the late round pick, wasn't he?
Yeah, like 6th, 7th.
Dude, and he's a dog. Like he's like a future great safety, dude. Mm-hmm. I love watching Cameron Curl because that dude, he puts some stuff on the line. That's why I love late round picks because they aren't scared to take hits and stuff. So yeah, I like Cameron Curl. Mm-hmm. And then Kendall Fuller is great though, huh?
What'd you say, Chris?
None.
Okay. All right. So number 9, I have Logan Thomas. To me, I feel like Logan Thomas is the best tight end in the NFC East right now. I mean, there's Evan Ingram, there's Dallas Goedert, and there's Dalton Schultz now.
Yeah, Evan Ingram. Yeah, he's easily 1 or 2. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Logan Thomas is probably the best. He came in last season on a minimal contract because we needed a tight end since we lost Jordan Reed and we didn't really have anybody else to play tight end. And now he came in. He had 6 touchdowns last year. He was really good for us too. A lot of red zone threat. He was an absolute red zone threat last year, and we used him really well. So I hope that he can stay with us for longer. Hopefully we re-sign him because he is a real good tight end, really good. He got snubbed from the Pro Bowl too. I think him and Tunyon did get snubbed from the Pro Bowl and the tight end over Evan Ingram. If we're Dylan, you giving me the look. If it were to come down to it shouldn't have came down to Evan Ingram. It should have been down to Logan Thomas or Robert Tunyon for that NFC's last spot. But yeah,
I would have given it to Tunyon, but yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Now, who is your number 9?
Number 9, bro, gotta go Cam Curl. It's exactly the reasons he said, bro. He probably gave us one of our best safety plays since freaking, I don't even know, probably Sean Taylor, probably the best safety plays. He was a big step up from Landon Collins. Even Landon Collins had a lackluster year last year, so he was a big step up from Landon Collins, and that was a surprise because he was a 2nd round. Basically, for the reasons Nico said.
Yeah, no, and like I said, Cam Curl he's obviously top, a very underrated safety. I'm not saying he's top 10. Not saying he's top 10. He's so far from top 10, it's not even funny. But if he has a good season, if he finishes if he plays the way he finished last year, he could easily get into top 10. top 10 safety or top 15, top 15, top 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. So number 8, my next favorite player on the Washington football team, it is Landon Collins. Yes, he did not have a phenomenal year, and with a lot of the injury, the injuries that he had in the last couple of years, he didn't do all that great. And it's not really his fault or anything. But the problem with Landon Collins is I feel like we're not using him properly in the modern day NFL. Modern day NFL, we're seeing a lot of safeties going into linebackers and all that, and I want them to use Landon Collins that way. I really do, either him or Cam Curl, but we don't seem to be using those types of guys, and I really would like to see that. I mean, it's not discrediting Landon Collins' play as a safety. I mean, last year he had one interception in 7 games with one pass deflect. He didn't do all that great, but he got a forced fumble too. He's a hitter. He's a hard hitter too. So obviously, him getting injured is going to be more common than if he, didn't get injured at all. You know what I mean? Because he's putting more of his body on the line as being a safety. So I mean, last year we're talking last year. Landon Collins was projected to have the best year with Washington last year, but hopefully, through more time, he could develop to be better, and hopefully he can return to that All Pro safety that we saw back in 2016. So yeah, I got Landon Collins at this one.
I just want to speak about that right quick. So first, so just to make this clear, you think Landon Collins is better than Cameron Curl right now?
I think Landon Collins is better than Cameron Cole. No, I think. Well, what are we talking though?
I mean, just like right now, dude, who you think better?
I'm gonna have to go Cameron Curl right
I was
now.
gonna say, hey, bro, can Landon Collins is definitely top five favorite players. I hope he have a breakout year. I can see it, bro. I think what happened, honestly, bro. I think quarantine just knocked him out last year, bro. He came in a little out of shape, slower. He got burnt, and he missed a lot of tackles last year. So hopefully he come back and show us something. He definitely. I really hope he turns back into 2016 form, bro. Landon Collins is definitely a player I want to stay on this team. So I hope
Yeah,
he can make that contract valuable somehow. But number
yeah,
8, I have William Jackson the third. I know he hasn't played here yet, but I just feel like he's gonna be a top. He's gonna be if people don't have him top 10 right now, because I know a lot of people don't know much about him. He's probably not even close to top 10 on a lot of people's lists. But if you actually go watch, like he's actually up there with a lot of the corners that people just really don't know about. I think behind his D line, bro, he's gonna be even better. Because let's think about it, bro. He's played on the Bengals, bro. They
mm,
haven't had much of a D line, if we want to be honest, these last couple of years. So the fact that he's putting up with having to cover longer, he definitely is gonna have to cover shorter than he played from when he played on the Bengals. So I think behind his D line, William Jackson's definitely gonna be a top corner,
mhm,
at least top 12 or something. So yeah, I gotta go William Jackson. I think he's gonna have a great year.
yeah. So now we're on 7, and obviously, like this is our favorite players, and obviously, it's not they don't even have to have played for us yet. But I actually have a rookie at this one here, at this pickup right here, just because I've watched him so much in training camp, and he's just caught my eye so much. Is Benjamin St. Justice, bro? He has not played a game, and that man looks absolutely raw as can be. Like, it don't even matter if he gets cooked, bro. His wingspan, he literally stretches from my door to my window right here, bro. And he's fast too. I mean, that's the thing. He's so fast, and I just don't understand how we got him, and people just want to like overrate him and not think he's good, not NFL ready, all this stuff. But bro, like by looking at his training camp, bro, I'm just like I'm falling in love with this dude here, him playing, bro. Like I seriously, like I think he's gonna be a serious, corner in the next couple years. I'm not saying he's gonna be the best corner, but if he steps up, like you're saying, Chris, if in the cornerback, if he steps up, easily, bro, easily could be our number, 3-2 corner within the next year or two with the right training, of course. I mean, we breeded Kendall Fuller, so look to see if we could do that again with Benjamin St. Justice.
Yeah. And yeah, to speak about that right quick, I love Benjamin St. Justice. I wouldn't put him on the best players list right now because he hasn't played, but I would at least say like if he would be on my favorite players list already. If we were doing a favorite players list, I definitely like what he did in minicamp. I heard he did really well on Terry McLaurin,
Mm,
Diami, and well Curtis didn't really practice much, but
mm,
I heard he did pretty well on those guys, and those are our best receivers.
yeah,
Yeah, so just the fact that he's doing pretty well on Terry McLaurin, catching an interception over him in camps and stuff, like he's gonna be a dog. A lot of people sleep on him. I really think he could take over a cornerback too and make Kendall Fuller go back into the slot. But at number 7, I gotta go Antonio Gibson. Um, really, he was just a dog last year, bro. He
Mm.
easily became one of my favorite players. It's so fast, bro. He was tied for I think like third most touchdowns, rushing touchdowns as a rookie, and he missed a couple games and he played a couple games injured as well. He could have
Mm.
had even more touchdowns. He was on pace to be number one. His rushing yards was a little down, but I feel like he's gonna have a great. He could easily move up on his list because he's gonna have a great year because of the fact he's more experienced. Last year was his first year being a full time running back, and just for him to take on the running back one role and be that good was just nice. So I feel like next year he's gonna break out. He has more experience. I heard he's doing well in camp too. So
Hmm. Now at number 6, I have Antonio Gibson. You said it all. That man's a dog. I hope he does better than the other two running backs in our division. Elliott and Saquon. I hope he beats them both out. And I want the Miles Sanders over Antonio Gibson slander to stop this season, bro. Miles Sanders is not as good as Antonio Gibson. I'm gonna say it right now. He's not. Dylan's gonna sit there and give me that dirty ass look because he thinks that Miles Sanders is better. But here's the thing: Dylan does not have to go through this again because Dylan, if y'all know, is a Titans fan. His running back is already breeded, and he is the best damn thing in the league right now. As we're trying to breed our guy to be the best running back, but no, Antonio Gibson. I think what I want to see him do this year is up his pass catching a little bit too. Become more of a pass back. Obviously, we have McKissick for that, but also it's always good to have Gibson do that as well. But yeah, right now, Antonio Gibson has a bright future if he keeps everything up. If he doesn't do it, Darius Geis, we're all good.
all right, well, first off, I just want to talk about the fact you say he should up his pass catching.
A
I
little
think
bit,
I think he's a good pass catcher.
he is,
But
but he didn't get any touchdowns off of it though.
I feel like they just didn't get past the ball to him enough. They just passed it to McKissick, so it's pretty much like
I know, but it doesn't hurt to do that though for him to because he had zero receiving touchdowns, but he had like 400. He had 400 receiving yards last year.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Though. Like I feel like if he gets the right amount of touches in the passing game, he'll be fine. But number five, easily. Wait,
No, number
okay,
6.
we're at number six, Jonathan Allen. Jonathan Allen, bro. Like I was saying before we got on this call, before we got on this video, we were on a call and I was talking to Mr. Walker, and I was telling him how Allen isn't a nobody. He's one of the best run stuffers in the league. Jonathan Allen's a really good player. I hope. I just really think he needs to up his sack numbers. With Matt Ioannidis coming back, he's going to be sharing the field because
We need to trade him.
Bro, no, bro, stop, bro.
He
Matt
doesn't.
Ioannidis, hey, only way I'll trade Matt Ioannidis is if it's for Watson or Rogers. That's the only
Deal
way.
done. Done. You
Well, it's
can.
not going to be Nico. You're not going to get Deshaun. You're not going to see breaking Washington trades Deshaun Watson for Matt Ioannidis. Period.
No, I'm saying like if we put him in a deal with because he's a good defensive player. He was a top defensive tackle before he got injured this year. Like he was a top defensive tackle last year before he this season. But like my point is like if we trade him with a couple first rounders and add probably shit, I don't know, man. Hey, y'all want Landon Collins? Nah, Landon Collins, my boy. I really like Landon Collins, but they want Landon Collins for Rodgers. They can have him. But back to the point, bro. Jonathan Allen, bro. With Matt Ioannidis coming back, he's gonna be sharing the time because Matt Ioannidis is more of the pass rusher and he's more of the run stuffer. But one thing for John Allen, bro, I will say, John Allen, bro, I love you, bro. But if you watch this video, please up your sack numbers, bro.
Oh, Nico. So from an out, you watch the fast. Tell me if I'm wrong. All right, but it's something about you said it was Antonio Gibson. All right. So you said that obviously he needs to up his touchdown receiving, right?
Mm-hmm.
But from an outside perspective, I don't think that's his fault. I don't even think that's the scheme's fault. I think that from my perspective, it looks like almost all the red zone targets go to Logan Thomas, which isn't a bad thing.
Exactly.
But I think it's going to be very hard to see him go up in receiving touchdown numbers if Logan Thomas is there because he's such a good red zone threat.
And then we drafted another tight end that's a red zone threat.
Didn't you get that like Miami or not the Miami guy? Like he's like
the
6'7"
Boise State moron that I hate to death.
Bro, good, bro. He's a great run blocker. Bro.
I know didn't you guys get some like 6'7" basketball player to play tight end too?
Oh yeah. The Mexican Kevin Durant. Yeah, I can't wait till he gets on the field.
He's ready, bro. He's gonna be a nasty red zone threat. Bro is built. I heard he's been doing pretty well in camp. He had a rocky start, but he definitely got better.
Do we still have Thaddeus Moss?
Huh? Nah,
No, you guys cut him. I think he's on the Bengals. Where is he?
On the Bengals with Mr. Burrow. But where was we? Oh yeah, but back to what Dylan was saying. Like Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Like, that's not really his fault. They really don't try to pass him the ball as much to get him those touchdowns. But
And
when
J.D.
he
McKissick is phenomenal receiving wise.
And J.D. McKissick was a top two receiving back last year with Saquon out, and even with Saquon in, that's still top three. So
Yeah. So now we're going to number 5.
yeah,
Yeah. So number 5, I got Curtis Samuel. Now this man, it was a straight beast last year. Only player to have 5 plus receiving touchdowns and rushing touchdowns last year. Had 5 plus in each category. Now I hope we don't like use him like how the Ravens use Marquise Brown and just do jet sweep after jet sweep. I hope we don't do that. I would like to see Curtis Samuel like go at running back sometimes. I mean, shit, who
I'm
knows?
pretty sure.
But throw him in there at running back, dude. I'm not saying it's gonna work, but I mean, he's an absolute deep threat too. On like if he's at receiving, he's absolute deep threat. He is so fast. He is so good, and he thinks bro. He's athletic and he knows the game, dude. And he played in that type of offense where a rushing. And we're a rushing offense, dude. He can progress in that. Let me look how he did in Carolina, bro. How where CMC was out, Mike Davis and Curtis Samuel were getting rushing touchdowns like that, like no problem. So I'm just saying that, who
Yeah.
knows how good we could use Curtis Samuel. I just do not want to use him on jet sweeps because that shit's too obvious and we're going to get negative yardage every single time we do a jet sweep.
All right. So first off, let's get this out the way. We're gonna use him on jet sweeps. You might as well get
Yeah.
ready.
Okay, we'll
We're
be
gonna
prepared to
use
get
him
negative
everywhere.
yards.
They already came out and said that we're gonna use him everywhere, running back, all types of stuff, slot. He'll even get some wide receiver 2 reps. I'm hoping De'Ami Brown is ready to take on wide receiver 2 by the season starting. But yeah, but basically I'm really excited for Curtis Samuel too. But number 5 gotta go Deron Payne, bro. He just makes a lot of plays, bro. Just a lot of plays, man. For a defensive tackle, bro. He could up his sack numbers up a little bit too, but man, his run stuffing and his ability to make plays, swat balls, make forced fumbles, even caught a couple interceptions this year. So I gotta go Deron Payne.
Yeah, Deron Payne's really good. He's pretty good. Now number 4 was your number 9, I think, William Jackson. I think he's pretty good too. You said it yourself. I mean, he was one of my favorite players. I was really hoping that we signed him throughout all free agency. I was even telling Dylan, I was like, I don't give a shit who we get. I want William Jackson. Like I kept saying it over and over and over because I
I was
remember
hoping the Titans were going to get him. Yeah, I was hoping the Titans were going to get him.
dude. Yeah, no money, no problem. Anyway, so I really wanted William Jackson so bad. I wanted him so bad, and like when I was in Indianapolis, and I got a text saying William Jackson just signed with the Washington football team. I was like, dude, just hand the division title over, dude. Like you're just feeding it to us at this point. Like, and the thing is, too, man, is like last year he didn't have a great year, obviously, but yet again he plays on the Bengals where he gets no help. So it's like, what the hell could you really do? But I mean, he's a stud, bro. Like, I mean, he's clearly getting paid the money that he's getting paid for a reason, bro. He's an absolute stud. He's a beast. He was the best. I believe he was the best corner in this year free agency. Yeah, he was the best corner, right? Or was it?
It was the best. Most
I mean, it depends. I mean, there's Sherman, but other than that,
Yeah, no.
Sherman is not better than
I take Jackson, but like Sherman's not a bad corner.
Sherman wasn't number 1.
But they're completely different corners.
Sherman wasn't even number 2.
Sure, but they are completely different corners.
We're going off of what he used to do, yeah. But
I mean, but Sherman is a straight up zone corner, so I don't think he'd fit your scheme that much.
Yeah, but yeah, like.
But I will say, William Jackson was my favorite signing of you guys. I wasn't even that big of a fan of the Curtis Samuel signing. Not because I don't like Curtis Samuel. I love Curtis Samuel. It's because I was just worried you guys were going to use him wrong because Ron Rivera's offense in Carolina was pretty simplistic, and how Carolina with Matt Rule used Curtis Samuel is really complex. And so I was kind of concerned on how you guys were going to use him. But I mean, maybe you guys will use him because he's a gadget player. He can play anywhere on the field. Yeah, so I'm curious to see how Ron Rivera uses Curtis Samuel.
Now, what I'm mad at though is that how we signed him for 4 years, right? We signed William Jackson for 4 years, right?
We signed William Jackson for 3, I think.
3? Okay, good. Because thing is though, and what I didn't know though is that he's not old, but like
that's what I'm saying. It's 3, but
how old is he?
He's 28.
Yeah,
that is like 26.
No, dude, he started his career when he was 25.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, but like I was saying, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, I was going to say, yeah, I could see what Dylan's talking about. Like maybe we end up using them wrong, so maybe that's why people wouldn't like it. But I feel like Scott Turner has been around Curtis Samuel. This is his first time being able to be the full on offensive coordinator for Curtis Samuel because when in Carolina, Scott Turner's dad was the offensive coordinator. Now Scott Turner running the show as offensive coordinator. So it's more if Scott Turner is going to use him right now, Ron Rivera. I'm not going to put it on Ron Rivera if we use him wrong. But I felt the same way about Antonio Gibson. I feel like we could have used him more different ways, but Antonio Gibson is more versatile than we made him seem last year. If you really go check his college highlights, he's definitely way more versatile than him than the way
So is
he.
Terry though. I'd say Terry could be used more versatile as well. I don't think you need to, but I think there's. I mean, because that dude has some wheels on him.
I feel like other than putting him like maybe in the slot and giving him more sweeps, I feel like just I feel
Not as
like
much as Curtis, but I'm saying there. There is more ways you could use him.
yeah, I feel like we should just leave that alone though. That
Yeah.
just try the best to keep him as healthy as possible, not trying to run him on as much sweeps, getting him as much hits. So I think we
Yeah.
should keep number 4. I believe we're on going with Brendan Sheriff. Um, top 3. I feel like he's a top 3 guard, top 5 for sure. There's really nothing else to be said. All his all pros and stuff. He's probably been like one of the only players we had make the Pro Bowl and all pros consecutively and stuff like that. So
Yeah, was Terry a Pro Bowler this year?
no, not this year.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'd have a Sheriff third behind Nelson and Martin, I think, but he's definitely top 3.
yeah, yeah, but he didn't sign that. Now I don't know why he has. We haven't re-signed him yet.
Hey man, I heard he. I mean, I'm guessing he wants more money than they are giving him right now. I mean, I heard they offered him one of the highest in the league, and he basically said he wants more. But he did. But at first, I was pretty much down on it, and I was like, man, there's no way we're getting him back. But he showed up to OTAs. OTAs are voluntary, right? So
Mhm.
if you really didn't want to be here, why are you showing up to voluntary mini camps and stuff like that? You don't have to be here.
Mhm.
2, I feel like, and 2, I've watched some of his interviews, and I feel he seems like he talks up. They talked about how his contract situation, and he seems like he wants a deal. I think he just wants more. Which, if he wants more, I mean, I'm kind of ready to get him out. I feel like we have 2 young guys waiting on the bench right now that could be pretty good guards. Just
Yeah,
like
but I mean, if you're a top
not,
three,
but they could be pretty good.
yeah, I mean, it's either a chance of if or we just sign him the money. Now, here's the thing though. What's average right guard money for a top 3 right guard in the league?
We need to get like 18,
Yeah, around there.
and we offered him 18.
So he
So
wants probably about 20.
exactly. So he probably is going to
That's
go
a
for,
lot.
and that's a lot when we're going to have to pay. We have Allen coming up this year. Deron Payne is going to probably come up the
Next
year
year.
next year or the year after. Montez Sweat is the year after for sure. If
Mm.
we can exercise his 5th-year option because we haven't yet, and then Chase Young is going to be the 2 years after that. So we're gonna have a lot of people to pay, and then Terry McLaurin is going to come up too. So we can't just sit here wasting 20 mil on you. So
Yeah, but like I mean, but the thing is, on a contract extension with like Terry McLaurin, let's say we're not. I feel like we're not going to have to pay him like.
Oh, you're going to have to pay that. You're going to pay him a ton.
oh, we're gonna have to pay Terry McLaurin.
You're going to have to pay that man.
By that time, I feel like by that time Terry McLaurin is going to be
Top 10.
maybe.
He'll be. I think he'll be right there
Yeah.
with Fitzpatrick or whoever you guys get in the future. As long as you guys don't go back to like a horrible quarterback, I think he'll be top 10.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he'll be soon. So I feel like we're definitely gonna have to pay him soon. But yeah, who's your number 4? Did you go?
Yeah, I said William Jackson. So number 3, I have Montez Sweat. Man was probably forced to be reckoned with, and nobody said anything about it because people were so high on Chase Young, bro.
Mhm.
Like, I mean, the thing about what I mean by that is that Montez Sweat had a very career year last year. I think that's enough said and done. He had a career year last year, but it was always foreshadowed over Chase Young. But he did phenomenal, and nobody saw it. He had a great year. He did phenomenal. I think he led the team in sacks too. I believe. I don't know if he led the team. Yeah, he led the team in sacks too. Got a ton of forced fumbles, clogged up the hole a lot. So runners, what he was amazing, bro. He was a good edge rusher. I love him and Chase Young coming around both sides. Dude, it's absolutely they're absolutely insane. I mean, him and Chase Young obviously, but Montez Sweat is so underrated he's just absolutely underrated.
One a lot of people call a lot of our players overrated, but one of the ones that's underrated I have at number 3, and then it's the same guy you picked, Montez Sweat.
Mm.
He's one of the cold. He's definitely cold. you could obviously make the argument he's better than Chase Young right now for sure. Chase
Mm.
Young definitely has way more potential, but right now, bro, you could say Montez Sweat is better. I wouldn't be mad at it because Montez Sweat led the team in sacks, he had the forced fumbles, he had the interceptions, he had all those swats that led into turnovers, all that, bro. He was our best D lineman. He gave us the best D line play last year, but the reason I wouldn't, you could also say he's not as good because Chase Young definitely got more double teams. I mean, Montez Sweat, I'm pretty sure was top 10 in double teams as well, but Chase definitely got more. So I mean, you could go either way with it, but I feel like you got to give it. Well, I don't even know, bro. It's kind of like you can go either way with it, but I wouldn't be mad if you pick Chase. I wouldn't be mad if you pick Sweat, but Sweat is definitely one of our more underrated players. I don't know. Honestly, if we're being honest here, he should have made the Pro Bowl over Chase if we're just going off of
Yeah,
what numbers say.
his 2020 stats were 9 sacks, 28 solos, and 2 forced fumbles.
Yeah, and he had the interception for pick six against the Cowboys.
Yeah, the
Like,
Cowgirls. It's the Cowgirls. It's the Cowgirls on this channel. We call them the Cowgirls. But yeah, no, he's an absolute beast. Absolute beast. Now, number 2, I have Terry McLaurin. Obviously, enough said and done. This man is an absolute beast. What you don't think he should? I mean, you know who my number 1 is, but like Terry
all right,
McLaurin.
go ahead. I mean, I'll talk about it when it's my turn.
Yeah,
Go
I
ahead.
mean Terry McLaurin. I mean, here's the thing. A lot of people want to say between AJ Brown, DK Metcalf, Terry McLaurin is the worst out of the 3, which he is. Which he is.
I
Terry
wouldn't say
McLaurin.
first, but he's second.
Him or DK?
AJ's definitely better, but for me, I'm going Terry over DK. I could
Mhm.
see. I mean, if you pick DK, I know you could call me biased for this, but if you pick DK, I'm not gonna be mad. If you pick Terry, I'm not gonna be mad.
I think they're like right there. I think AJ's clear number 1, but I
Yeah.
think DK and Terry are right there.
Hey, I made big progress, bro. Coming into this community, bro. I came in straight. Terry is better than everybody, bro. I don't care who you are.
Sure.
Man, I would argue to death that AJ wasn't even that good, bro. But I sat down and watched some AJ, bro. AJ is definitely the one. Terry McLaurin, Terry McLaurin's 2, and DK's number 3.
But
And
that's not disrespecting DK at all.
yeah, not disrespecting DK. It's just the hands are more.
And none of
Butterfingers.
none of those guys are even supposed to be disrespected either. I mean, they're all top 15
They're all
wideouts in
good.
the league.
Hey, if DK fixes his hands, I'll put him on number 2 probably.
Dude, give DK like Allen Robinson's hands, and oh my god.
Yeah, true. Now, all right, now who's your number 2? Was it also Terry McLaurin?
No, my number 2 is Chase Young right now. I think Chase Young could. I mean, you could argue. No, honestly, you really can't yet, bro. I mean, honestly, it's close, but you can't really. It's pretty unarguable, but it's close at the same time. But Chase Young, I feel like Chase Young is gonna be one next year because I think Chase Young is gonna have a breakout season next year. He's gonna be one next year, but right now, definitely gotta go Chase, bro. Right now, gotta go Chase at number 2. He has the most potential on the team, I think. So I'm really excited to see what he does in the future, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. And now on to number 1. I'm going to assume that your number 1 is my number 2 and my number 2 is your number 1.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So you basically said everything about Chase Young that needed to be said. Chase Young has so much potential to be a top 5 edge rusher. He is not a top 5 edge rusher right now, though. He's 6 or 7, but he ain't top 5. I'm gonna still put Danielle Hunter in front of him out of respect for Danielle Hunter.
Hey,
Brian
bro, I'm
Burns.
not gonna lie, bro. I seen a Giants fan put Chase Young over Danielle Hunter, bro.
Yeah, well, that's probably just because you proved them wrong in an argument, and they're just trying to be nice to you because you cooked
Hey,
them, bro.
honestly, I put Hunter over him right now too. So I mean,
Well, so one thing I do want to ask is personally, I think Brian Burns is a little over Chase Young right now. Do you guys agree that Brian Burns right now is over him?
No.
he's over him. He's not better. I don't think he's better than Montez Sweat.
No, I'm just asking Brian Burns right now over Chase Young. Agree or disagree?
I don't know his stats. Does he have?
I can read you the stats. Hold on, I'll read you the stats. Brian.
Look it up right quick. We have
Brian Burns a dog.
Yeah, hold on, I got it.
He's
And
young too. You know he's under 25.
yeah, okay. Brian Burns, ESPN stats. Here we go. Got him. 9 sacks, 3 forced fumbles, 35 solo tackles. Chase Young had 7.5 sacks, 32 solos, and 4 forced fumbles.
So he beat
It's
him
pretty
in.
debatable, but you got to look at the fact that Chase Young was top double double team rate, and he
Oh,
wasn't.
yeah. But if you just look at stats, I mean, he had one less forced fumble, more solos, and more sacks. So I'd have him over him.
Yeah,
And I think his stats are pretty comparable with Montez Sweat, aren't they?
We all know who has more potential. We all know.
Oh, agreed. Chase Young has more potential. I think Chase Young probably has the most potential in the league as an edge.
Yeah, Chase Young is the best edge in the league. I agree.
No.
Hey, I'm fine with you putting him there, but like my point is if I wanted to right now, when I'm ranking Chase Young, bro, I'm just gonna wait till his breakout season comes, so I don't have to debate much. But right now, if I was to be like a really diehard Washington fan going in for my dog Chase Young, bro, I would sit here and argue that like he has the higher double team rate, he has this over him, and he has this over him. So you could say he has a couple more sacks, he has a couple more tackles, he has a couple more this, but he also has the higher double team rate. So you could look at either. Wouldn't be mad if you put Byron Burns over him.
Now, your number one is probably, the hardest thing in the world. I already know it's Steven Montez. Tell us about Steven Montez.
Number one is Taylor Heineke. I just wanted to, bro, I couldn't stop laughing because of Dylan, bro. He messed it up, man. Honestly, bro, my number one is Kyle Allen. Bro, I can't do it, bro.
My God, bro, I can't tell if you're being serious or not at this point.
I'm ready. I'm serious now.
All right, let's do it.
All right. My number one, Steven Montez. I just feel like what's funny. He's very versatile. I feel like I can't wait to see how they use him this year. Dylan, what's funny, bro? I can't wait.
Who is that?
String quarterback. Oh my God, he's our fourth.
Man, all right, come on, man. We Steven Montez is really versatile, bro. I've been watching his interview, bro. He said he's down to play anything they ask him to play. He said he's bro. What's funny, bro? He said he's down to play wide receiver if they ask him. He said he's down to play tight end if they ask him. He said he's down to play anything, just due to the fact that he just wants to stay on the team. So I think putting Steven Montez at number one, pretty valid. If you don't put Steven Montez as
props to you for keeping your face straight, dog.
If you don't put Steven Montez as one, you're honestly just hold on. Let me look
Steven Montez. Who is that?
Let me look up
Our fourth string quarterback.
Where'd he go to college?
I don't know.
Is he D3?
Hold on. Hey, he's gonna be a dog this year, bro. Hold on.
He's gonna be cut in a week.
Hey, he even said, bro, and they said we might play him as a Taysom Hill role. I think he's big enough, bro. I'm ready. But let's go ahead and try to wrap this up and be let me go ahead and make this real clear. My real number one was Steven Montez. I just want everybody to know by the end of this season, y'all will know why I picked Steven Montez.
You're making this an argument.
Let me go ahead and say this, bro, before this ends, bro. It's Terry McLaurin. Terry McLaurin, one of the best receivers, bro. I think he's low-key higher at his position. Well, no, actually, you could say Chase Young higher at his position than Terry McLaurin is. Pretty debatable, but Terry McLaurin does a lot without a good quarterback. I feel like he's done more for us so far. So, I mean, he's been here longer, so I gotta be biased.
Yeah, true.
So,
So Dylan, real quick, Washington record prediction, and are we winning the division?
I got you guys win the division and probably win about 9 or 10 games. It's about where I have you guys. Yeah.
Okay, guys.
I will say if Steven Montez gets to start, you guys are winning 15 games. All right.
Okay, guys, I'm ending it. I'm ending the video. Thank you guys so much for watching today's episode of Steven Montez. Okay, guys, Steven Montez is not starting. He's not starting, bro. But anyways, have a great day, everyone. I hope you guys are new to the channel, and I hope you guys subscribe to it. We're at 200 subscribers. Let's get to 300. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. And Chris is no longer allowed to talk anymore when we do these shows or episodes. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and peace.